Hi guys, I'm Denise. This first video is actually going to be a prequel to the video I'm going to be doing after this. And this video is specifically for different supplies you're going to need if you want to get your hair like I have mine. There's different colors in it. It's all over the place. I guess peacock colors. But this video is specifically for the items you're going to need for to do the process. Please excuse me, I'm super tired and I'm pretty scatterbrained, so I'm probably going to be all over the place and probably going to be not making very much sense, and so just bear with me. I'm sorry. I'll be sure to put everything I say on the bottom so that, you know, you can read it instead of having to try to remember the things I say that are all over the place. First of all, one of the first supplies you're going to need is a, I guess, color brush. I don't know exactly what these are called. I'm not a professional. I'm just gonna get these things, but you're gonna want one of the brushes so that you can, like, you know, just like brush it through your hair and all that fun stuff. This is not the kind of brush you need. This is a paintbrush, but I didn't have my color brush with me, so I just thought I'd get this one just as an example so that you know, just remember brush. You can get those at your local Sally stores. Everything I'm going to tell you right now, except for a few items, I believe, you can get at your local Sally's. And, I mean, if you know any other local beauty supply stores, I mean, go ahead. I mean, I'm sure I have all this stuff I'm talking to you about right now. But I just got all this stuff at Sally's for actually pretty cheap, too. I'll see if I can put up the amount and on the bottom and see if you guys can get a rough estimate. But, brush. The kind of dye I used for this blue color, actually for most of this, was Beyond the Zone, dye on my hands, Color Jamz, Tripped Up Turquoise. I tried Manic Panic and their turquoise blue color, and it actually really faded my hair. And it could be because of my certain hair type, what's in my hair, I'm not sure. It's just, it turned my hair this really pastel color. Like, it looks pretty pastel right now, but it's actually pretty bright when the lighting is different. But it made it almost this really weird chalky color. And if you like that, and I guess if you want to try it, you can go ahead. I'm sure there's also some other videos on YouTube about how to get your hair that like pastel color. But for right now, I'm just telling you what you really need, and in the next video, how to do it, I guess. But yeah, Beyond the Zone, Color Jamz, Turquoise. It works pretty well, I guess. Again, I guess it's up to you, your preference, what you like. It's not like you can't use a different product if you don't like the first one. I mean, hair grows back, right? Anyways, back to the topic on hand. You would also want to get a mixing bowl from Sally's. I'm not sure if I already said that or not, but you want to get just a mixture bowl for your cream and your developer, or excuse me, your lighting powder and your developer. And you can get them at Sally's, super cheap. You don't need anything fancy. You just need something that's going to be good enough for you to mix your stuff, because trying to find a plastic container that you're never going to use again in my house was super hard, and I'm not sure if it's the same for you, but I guess it depends. I'm just saying, if you want to spend the extra money, definitely get a plastic mixing bowl. Make sure it's plastic. Go to Sally's, go to a beauty supply store. They have them, for sure they have them. You also want to get a measurement bottle, and they range from like $1.50 to, like, I think 10. It depends on the size of the bottle, the brand of the bottle, like the kind of nozzle they have. It's all dependent on different number of things, but all you really need is something with enough measurements on it for whatever you're mixing and just all that, because it's really good to have the exact measurements, because if you go too much over, you can really mess up your hair. You can either fry it really bad, or you can get a color that you just didn't want. Anyways, you also want to get 30 volume developer cream and 20 volume developer cream. For the 30 volume, I would get the bigger bottle that you see. It's about like that and that. It's a pretty decent sized bottle. It's really not that expensive. Trust me, it's worth it. You can use it again and again. Not the same one, like not the same mixture, but I mean, the bottle lasts a while because I mean, it's a lot in it. But for the 20 developer, you can get one of the smaller bottles that are probably like this, and it's good for like I think maybe one use. I got one use out of it, and that's for later when you're mixing it with your toner. But we'll talk about that later in the next video. Um, excuse me for my ums too. I'm all over the place. But you also want to get a T18 White Lady Toner. That makes your hair, after you bleach it, pretty pretty white. Again, I guess it depends on how much you use and like how well you did it, but it's really hard to see, but there are white places like in my hair that I did on purpose that I wanted. It's hard to see, but they're in there, random places. They're at the tips. They're everywhere. They're hiding. They're hiding for the day. But definitely get T18 White Lady Toner, and again I'll put that at the bottom of the screen for you. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what else you need because I'm totally brain dead right now. Also, depending on if you're starting already, this is what I did for my hair. I started off with my hair brown because that's my natural hair color. I bleached it entirely first, like did not leave any roots brown. I dyed the entire thing blonde, and did the whole process, did the whole blonding process, and I'm sure you can find videos on YouTube. It's really time consuming to do how to blonde and then how to do this. So I'm sure you can find a blonding process on a different video or even online. It's super easy. Or you can call in to like Clairol or L'Oreal. It's super easy. But anyways, I started off with dyeing my hair super blonde, and then what I did actually was I waited. And waited for my roots to grow in. And in the next video, I will address why I did that. But if you're starting off with just one color, I guess this is for people with like dark brown hair like me. You want to get a box kit and dye your entire hair blonde. At first, it'll probably be this really gross Pikachu yellow. It's wonderful. It's great. But trust me, it'll be worth it if you just let it. Just keep it that blonde. Make sure you take care of it, and let your roots come in. What you do is you wait a couple months and let your dark brown roots come in. And what you can do with that is get another box bleaching kit. I used Born Blonde, I believe, and it made the yellow just go away. My hair was actually very, very platinum blonde, but what I did is that my roots turned orange, a ginger color, because I let my roots grow out to about right there. You can see where the green is. Again, I'll discuss this later, but for people with my hair, and if you're starting off with dark brown hair, get two bleaching box kits from Walmart, Target. I guess it really depends on your preference, which one you think you want to use. I'll try to research and put some on the bottom down there, but if I can, like, I used a Born Blonde, and that worked really well for the second time using, but I'm sure for the first time you can use any box kit or bleaching kit. It's really up to you. You're going to have to kind of look around and kind of review different stuff so you know what's better for you. I believe that is all the stuff that you need to actually do this. And if I think of anything else, please do read the bottom, because I will put things that I forgot to mention in the video on the bottom for you to get. And trust me, getting all this stuff, if you really want to do it, it's worth it. Because a lot of the stuff you can reuse again, like the dye. I still have almost all the dye. You can use so much of it, and it's totally worth it, trust me. And the dye is pretty cheap. The dye was like $6, and it'll last a pretty good while. It all depends on you, and it also depends on your hair length. If you have hair about as long as mine, you can get one lightening powder. Blue lightening powder from Salon Care is what I used. Any lightening powder will do. Just make sure that it says the recommended dosage of developer to mix with it. But if you have super, super long hair, I recommend getting 2 packets and then from there following the guidance recipe per se. And I believe that's it. So the next video, if you can click and all that stuff, but I'll tell you exactly how to get your hair like this. And I'm sorry that it took so long, you guys. I've just been stuttering and everything, and well, I hope I wasn't wasting your time. I hope it helped a little bit of what you can get for this, and again, I'll put it on the bottom. So thanks, guys.